bridge right there. I just sailed down there and just bust down there just a bit again.
Hi, this is Go For It Randy. What you're looking at on screen right now is one of the most incredible orbs that I've ever seen in my life. Orbs that are extraordinary, that do extraordinary things. Now, looking at this orb, it looks like a typical orb. Now, I've been telling people for years that orbs are not really spheres. They can actually become elongated and stretch out much like a slinky does. So what you're looking at here is not that amazing. What you're about to see is going to blow your mind. But right here, typical orb. It literally is moving across the room, and this is comes from a good friend of mine, Stephen Criddle, who happens to be one of the top orb photographers in the world from the UK, and he is showing you something extraordinary that most people probably didn't see what is right in front of your eyes. Do you see it right there, ladies and gentlemen? Something very amazing has taken place, and what you're looking at is actually what appears to be a human face inside an orb. That's right. Now, can you see his eyes there? Look where the yellow spots are. That's where his eyes are, and he's wearing glasses. He's wearing like round glasses. He almost looks like John Lennon. You see his nose in between the two eyes there? And then below his nose is what looks like a mouth with a goatee. And I don't know what he's wearing, if that's some kind of hat or something, or if he's just looking out a portal. But you can see two eyes there that look like a guy with a goatee with like round glasses on and a big nose and some kind of a hat on. And guess what? It's all inside this orb. So it's like he's looking outside of a portal on the side of the orb. And then as he goes by, he retracts the window, the portal, whatever you want to call it. He like retracts it and it becomes a normal orb again. You can't even see his face anymore. That is one of the most mind-blowing things I've ever seen on video when it comes to orbs. Ladies and gentlemen, this world is nothing like you think it is. Now here's some footage from Stephen from inside his house, and you clearly see he has orbs all over the place, flying around in the room, and they're doing amazing things. Look at the way they're moving towards the camera right there. You never see things like that. Very rarely do you see them do that, where they're literally like inching up on the camera, kind of like some kind of horror movie or something like that, a ghost or something like that. But this is clearly showing you orbs in a realm that most people have never seen. And then here is the Grim Reaper photograph that Stephen Criddle took literally, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago when he showed this to me after he took it. We made a little video together back then, but this is, I think, the Grim Reaper. So I want everyone to know that there is a dark side to this realm that we live in. And if you go to cemeteries, he took this photograph actually in a cemetery. I believe it was the Avebury Cemetery, if I recall, in the UK. And this is what showed up was the Grim Reaper, what appears to be. You see what looks like a sigh in his hand, you know, like the Grim Reaper carries that he reaps with. But this one appears to have what looks like some kind of a devil's tail shape to the actual sigh. So very unusual. You can see the face area. He looks like he's wearing a hoodie. It looks like he's wearing some kind of dark or a cloaked kind of outfit, like a cloak and hoodie and everything. So very macabre looking. But this is what takes place if you are in areas where unclean spirits are at, or just demonic presence. If you go to a cemetery, let me tell you, I don't go to cemeteries. I went to one 6 years ago. I never will again, because I truly believe, and I can sense, and I've actually seen beings coming up out of the ground at the actual cemetery the last time I was at one, and I said I'll never go back to a cemetery ever again, because I believe that's where you can have demonic beings attach themselves to you or attack you. I got attacked the very same night I went to that cemetery, and I was just there to see a friend who had passed away years ago. So I'm here to tell you, there is a dark side. This Grim Reaper photograph is proof that there is a dark element out there down here on Earth, and I think everyone is hip to what's taking place right now here in 2020, that there is a dark cloud over the entire Earth right now, and this element is showing itself in many other ways as well. So I just thought you guys would like to know what's taking place right now here on Earth and show you some things to kind of wake you up. This world is nothing like you think it is.